built that way. I've been more in pain. Waited broad day. Really short fuse. Had a long day. Body like wow. Like. Wait. You know I'm an east side big TDE, step a whole rep. That. Top dog since top ramen now. Steak a lobster with a shrimp. Big. Put a ribbon on it, get you give. Rep. Bet that. Real never switch that. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. Still that way. Still broad day. Live that way. Drill that way. Came a long way. Real long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. 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 Woo. 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 This not a drill. Bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she popping for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an east side big TDE, step a whole rep. That. Top dog since top ramen now. Steak a lobster with a shrimp. Fat. Big. Put a ribbon on it, get you give. Rep. Bet that. Real never switch that. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. Still that way. Still broad day. Live that way. Drill that way. Came a long way. Real long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. 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 Still that way.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like...
The Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And Dalton and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Vikings! Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Dalton. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown! DJ Chark, 83 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Panthers 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run,
there he goes left side. Down the left sideline. He may go. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. 73 yards. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
21. Panthers 7.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. He'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo. He's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Dalton now to pass. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Dalton here from the gun. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw here, Dalton. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 94 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down, Minnesota.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Well,
this defense for the Panthers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 4th down, Cousins. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 40.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Passing. It's Dalton. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
4th down. Dalton wants to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Quickly to Addison here. And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Now a handoff to Chandler. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Panthers 7.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2nd and 10. And Dalton to throw. He completes this one to Mingo. Finding room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. So Dalton now. That swung out wide to Sanders. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy sideline.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Open man right side is Shark. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force him to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
A loss of 11.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking.
At the 37-yard line.
And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
A quick throw. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Here's Chandler. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 118 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now an end around his Cousins will just pop this forward. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard. Now Chandler. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Vikings.
In motion right is Addison. Right back to him on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to it.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Slot man moves right. They run it with Chandler. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Chandler is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 3-yard
Here's
line.
Chandler on 2nd down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw is Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Joseph's got it. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Dalton. Open man is Mingo. Complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And that is incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And they'll give him down at about the 37, well short of the first. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Rolling to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. That is caught by Thielen. Touchdown, Panthers. Thielen, 54 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. So now after the touchdown, Dalton will lead them up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. The run on 1st down gets him a couple up to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Cousins now. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And here's Ryan Wright now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielded at the 43. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10 for Dalton. It's caught by Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he's got it. Touchdown. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Dalton throw complete there to Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now they're in the hurry-up. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Dalton's throw here on target to Hurst. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Well, this is really simple. Let's just say it. This quarterback is on fire. Touchdown after touchdown throwing the football. What a day for him.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a give right side. It's Chandler, and he'll be taken down at about the 45. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all,
Stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 199 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run on first down. Chandler, he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Counter play, here's Chandler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's a gain of 6, and the Vikings first down.
On first down, it's Chandler, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now Cousins. He finds his man, complete. That's Chandler. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. That's complete to Whiteside. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Dalton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Second down, Dalton. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 214 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Quickly to Addison here. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Chandler with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, this was a fun one to do.